it's Victoria. I hope you're having a good fresh start, or you might be ending your day right now on the other side of the pond. Well, I'm here in my little corner of the sunroom, and I have decided that upon lots of mulling the last couple of days, that I am going to start working in this vintage. It's a photo album. Love a spine. But I'm going to start working in this book. I just feel that it, I love the big, large gold spiral, and this is just a really nice, I will obviously decoupage something on here. This here I'm keeping in for right now because I can just always put something over it and it'll be a nice cover page. But I'm going to start using this as my new journal going into the rest of 2024 and 25. I just feel it has a vibe that I need to get back into my witchy vibe. Not witchy vibe, but my side that is intuitive, my oils, my herb crafting, oil crafting, sun, moon, stars. I love the imagery in this. This is, let's see, which one's this? Oh, I love this one. It also, I have started incorporating a lot of pictures that spoke to me, and these especially do because I'm moving to the Ozarks, and I can just imagine right now that the Ozarks are starting to look like this. And I have a pond on my property, and it is my desire at some point to have a very tiny little boat, climb in it and go sit on my pond and read and contemplate. So the writing in this, most of the writing in this is not mine, but it is dainty little writing from some little vintage old lady. So they obviously had pictures in here at some point, and she had wrote little things about it. But I love her handwriting, and I just find it to be very sweet. Some of it I might cover, but anyways, I'm keeping these so far because you can always tear them off, and then it has the vintage paper that's in here. But I like tucking in flowers and whatever snippets of lace or anything that for that matter. Here we are again. I don't know if the lighting is good. I know that this is kind of shiny, so I'm just going to move you over a little so you can see a little bit more. Okay. Anyway, so my hair is caught. This one here is of a fire pit, and they're having like hors d'oeuvres, and I just love it. This is a baked brie with like a caramel onion sauce on it, and I want to do that when we have our. And then this just has a lot of. This is on beauty. I mean, again, I love this page. I tore it out. This one's really, really beautiful. I wrote some stuff here. This is called Beauty Within, and I just thought she was quite sexy. This one here, I wrote some more, but really beautiful. And So the rest of the pages, obviously, I've not started because I've got like two other books that I've been deciding, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? One's a florally one, rose pattern, because I love that as well. Then I was trying to figure out, do I do just a day planner and incorporate the journal and the day planner together? And I just find that for right now, for where I'm at, a lot of my day planner stuff is very targeted, like masculine, because of the situation I'm in right now. Of, I just got done moving my mom, and let's see, where do I say? It's like my desk planner right now is a target. This has to get done on this date. It's very masculine feeling. It's not feminine and dreamy and, conjuring, conjuring and manifestation and enchantment. So I've decided that I'd rather do my own enchanted book on its own, not incorporating into my desk planner. That it's so, this has to happen, make this happen, do this, do that, on a checklist. And so I've just decided that I'll have my desk planner, it'll be at my desk, and the planner or the journal that I use for my dreaming and my manifestations and my prayers will be in a different one. And so then it was okay, which one am I going to choose? So I've had this one, and then, like I said, I've had a flowery one, and there's another one that I've been looking at, but I just, I just really wanted to make sure I got the right one before I put my infuse my energy into it. So that's what I'm doing this morning. I kind of woke up and I was like, sometimes I'm not saying that you get off on the wrong track, because every side road you go down is a portion of your life, but you lose sight of your authentic soul and the authentic person of who you really are, your essence. And so I want to get back into that, and I feel really good when I'm there. And sometimes life has a way of knocking you out of that rhythm, and you just kind of get it's a slow process, and you get used to it. And I don't like that. And so I have decided that is no longer going to be me, even though I have quite a bit on my plate. I have, for the whole summer, been my mother, who is lovely. She's 80, a spry 80, has lived with us for about 4.5 years. And it's been a wonderful month. Mom and I have had a fabulous time. But she has moved. I have helped her move, my husband and I. And she has a little cute house in a sweet little town in the Ozarks, and where we're going to be moving as well. And so she decided, we said, you move when you want to. If you want to stay with us until we can move, or whatever you want. And she's like, I want to move now. I want to live in my new home, and I want to move now. So that is what's been going on. And so we just recently got her moved. And then because I had to feel okay. We know no one other than some friends. We do have family in Tennessee, but, I really it had to be just right in order for me to leave my 80-year-old mother. So, anyways, it is just right. And she's absolutely in love with her home and the town. And every day she's feeling more and more comfortable. She's been there about a month. So, now comes the selling of our beautiful farmhouse slash bed and breakfast. And now is not a good time to put something on the market right now, really. Not with the way the economy is and all that. So, my husband and I have just been working on getting it buttoned up, clearing out, boxing up, making it appropriate for people to come in and take a look at her. She's 130 years old, and she's very authentic, and if we could, we would move her. I mean, we love our home so much, but we cannot. And so, in order to step into our new life that we are creating and manifesting, we have to sell and move. And so that is what we are bringing into our life right now, is the sale of Victoria's farmhouse and moving on. So it's strange because you have a foot here and you have a foot somewhere else, but it's not, you're 1 foot in here, you're 1 foot there. And so it's not very stable, or you know what I'm saying. It's not it's difficult. So, or I don't want to say it's difficult. I don't want to make it that way. It's all in perspective. So I guess so. It's just not very settling, and so we're just doing the best we can. So, anyways, I have decided that this journal, she is going to be my new journal for the year, and the start of the new year, and the finishing of this year, actually, because she just feels the vibe that I want to cultivate. And so that is what is going on. And so in that, I just, I love this sunroom because she is so lovely to have a cup of coffee, which I'm going to have right now, a sip, so excuse me. But she's so lovely to sit, look outside on my lawn and my beautiful trees, and there's wild turkeys. We have 2 batches that come and they walk all along, 2 batches of babies, one last season's babies and this season's new babies, and 2 mothers. And so there's like a dozen or more turkeys, and they're walking all our front lawn. Then I have the chickens, the wild girl chickens from across the street, and they come on our lawn to get the bugs and whatnot. So it's so much fun to watch. I love it. And so I'm definitely going to miss this sunroom. She has a beautiful vibe about her. But I have my own room in my new place, and I'll be creating in that space as well, a little nook in that space. So I'm so blessed to have the opportunity to have the experience. So with that being said, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Well, the weather is still lovely. We are definitely getting into fall. It has been hot here for the past couple days, but now it's supposed to be cooling down into the low 80s. And there are some leaves changing, and it is fall starting. You can definitely feel it a little bit. And so I got my very first pumpkin the other day, so I was so excited about that. I've got a lot of thrifting. I've been doing so much thrifting because in my new place, I actually already have. It's so crazy how things just like it's right. It's right when it just drops into your lap, right? And so our place in the Ozarks dropped into our lap. And when I mention the Ozarks, I don't mean Missouri. I mean the actual Arkansas Ozarks. And so it just dropped into our laps, and we were like, "Crap! What do we do? That means we'd have to move, because the original move 5 years ago just about killed my husband and I." And you gotta understand, we also moved my mother, and so that happened, and it's right, and then about a couple months back, maybe 6 months ago, one of my dreams has always been to have a booth in an antique mall, and so my husband and I were having in our little town. It's a tiny little town where we're going to be moving to, but it is a destination, very historical. And so people come there, and they come there to stay and listen to the folk music, and they have a lot of antique booths and little vintage stores and boutiques, and so we were having, and lots of restaurants and stuff, and so we were having some breakfast, and right next to the local cafe, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a sign, and it's all well, there's a new little antique boutique. I go, it wasn't here last month, and so we're like, oh, okay, we'll go inside. And the name of it is hilarious, and so it's again, it's right, because it just like literally falls at your, here you go. The universe is like, oh, you requested this, here you are. But the name of it is called, let me make sure I get this right. It is Our Kids' Inheritance. I love it. And so, I mean, anyways, it's an underlying message for my husband and I. And so, anyways, we were like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And it's so funny. And so we go in, and the lady's lovely, and she had only been open like a week. And because where this place is at, all the antique booths, you're on a waiting list for a year or two. There are no openings, or you really have to know somebody. And she goes, I lived here my whole life. We got tired of waiting forever and ever and ever for booths to open up, so I just decided to open up my own. And she goes, I have a couple booths open. And my husband and I just like looked at each other, and it was a good price, and she was so lovely, so wanting to help. Okay, I have two booths. Two. So I have one booth that is furniture, antiques, all that. And then I have my other booth, which is right across from the other one, and it is all clothes, foo-foo, women's clothes, lingerie, purses, jewelry, all kinds of whimsy. And so, anyways, so that is what's been going on. And so now I've been getting ready. So I've done actually very well not being there. I've done very good. And so it's just amazing how when things are right, it just, or when it's supposed to happen and supposed to be, it just drops right into your lap. And I was like, how does this happen? So anyways, I have been going through and getting fall ready, and so I got that. I have a huge abundance of beautiful pieces for my booth to sell for the new season, and I have found a few fun things for myself as well. But I should make a little video if you're interested and see the wares that are going to be at my booth at Our Kids Inheritance. So anyways, so that's been going on, as well as packing to move out of our home. And you know how you have to make it really streamlined and not cluttered. And so when people come to look at your home and say, oh yeah, my furniture would look good in here. So here I am doing a double whammy on myself. I'm bringing in more stuff. And anyways, it's I'm a nut. Anyways, so this is one page I do want to tear out. It's called Witch Hands, a palmistry guide to marks of, I think they typoed it, a palmistry guide to marks of intuition in the hands. And then it has marks of the hand, shape of the hand, Mount of Luna, Mount of Apollo, healer's marks, mystic cross, quality of the lines. So I might pull this out, and there's an actual little hand thing there. I have a little book on palmistry, and that is something I do want to kind of start, reading up on and stuff. So I'm going to actually pull this out and put it into a little binder holder that would, so that I can put this into my journal. This will go into my journal because it's something that interests me. So anyways, I'm just looking at last year's, autumn 2019 Enchanted Living. So there's some, I have a whole, pile of books. And so this is a pretty picture. If you can see that with the moon. Anyways, so that is what I've been up to. Oh, look how beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? So, I love the chair, but the kitty is so cute too. Anyway, so that is, I've been pulling, slowly but surely I find pictures that speak to me, and then look, here we go. I just got this bottle. I literally got this bottle. I don't know where did I put it. Oh, it's in the kitchen. There you go, the light's a little bit better. I got that bottle yesterday for $1 with the cork, unused. And this is, this looks like bath salts with lavender and roses and possibly orange. But, this is what I'm talking about. I love mixing up things for baths and, your tinctures for your to drink, and I used to be so involved in that and really enjoy it. So I'm definitely going to get back into that. But I just think that's so funny. I opened of this magazine, and I literally at the thrift store yesterday got that bottle. So I'm definitely going to do a little small snippet haul of some fun things I've been collecting lately, and I think it'll be fun to show. It's a pretty girl. Ooh, I don't. So, with that being said, oh my gosh, we're almost 25 minutes in. Oh, okay. And then one more picture. And then I should probably get going. And I'm going to write a little bit into my journal. Look how beautiful this is. The fall. How gorgeous. Well, I will be talking to you soon. I really appreciate you listening to me jibber jabber about life, and for taking time to spend some quality little time with me, looking at my ideas for my journal. And I hope that you take time for you and your journal and for yourself, and keep on the positive. Create, manifest, pray, and many blessings to you. Bye for now.